Have you ever felt like you're fighting a war that no one else can see? Like you're carrying a weight that would crush anyone else, yet you still wake up and smile? If that's you, then this message was written for your soul. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might be the very reason you kept going today. You are fighting a battle right now, and nobody knows. Not because you are hiding it deliberately, but because the battle is happening somewhere that nobody can see. Not on the surface of your life, not in your circumstances, not in the things that other people can observe and measure and offer advice about. The battle is happening inside, in the space between who you appear to be and who you actually are, between the face you show the world and the war being waged behind it. And every day you get up and you show up and you function and you smile when necessary and you hold it together for everyone around you, while carrying something that would break most people if they truly understood the weight of it. I see you. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes, because this video was made for exactly where you are right now. There is a specific kind of strength that nobody talks about. Not the strength of the person who has it all together. Not the strength of the person who never struggles, who never doubts, who moves through life with effortless confidence and unshakable certainty. That kind of strength is either rare or performed, and you know the difference. The strength I am talking about is different. It is the strength of the person who is falling apart on the inside and showing up anyway, who is carrying grief that would floor most people and still getting out of bed every morning, who is navigating doubt and fear and exhaustion and the specific loneliness of a battle nobody else can see, and still choosing, every single day, to keep going. That strength is not celebrated because it is invisible. The world celebrates the victory, the podium moment, the breakthrough, the arrival at the destination after the long journey. What the world does not see, what the world almost never acknowledges, is the 1,000 ordinary days of fighting that made the victory possible. The mornings you got up when staying down would have been easier, the moments you chose faith when fear was louder, the times you held on when letting go would have been so much more comfortable. Those moments are the real strength, and you are living them right now. Let me name the silent battles, the ones that do not show up on the outside, but are consuming you on the inside, because I think you need someone to name them. The battle of maintaining faith when the evidence points the other way. Every day you choose to believe that this season has a purpose, that the suffering is not random, that the God you are trusting is actually trustworthy, and every day the circumstances offer you 100 reasons to conclude the opposite, and you choose faith anyway. That is a battle, fought every single day in the invisible space of your own mind and heart, and it costs more than anyone around you knows. The battle of becoming someone new while still living the old life. You are changing, fundamentally, irreversibly, profoundly changing, but the life around you has not caught up yet. The relationships that belong to the old version of you, the roles and expectations and environments that were built around who you were before the transformation began. And every day you navigate the gap between who you are becoming and who the world around you still expects you to be. That gap is exhausting in ways that are almost impossible to explain. Because from the outside, everything looks the same, but on the inside, everything is different. The battle of carrying a vision nobody else can yet see. You have been given a sense of what is possible, a vision for your life, your purpose, what you are supposed to build or create or become, and it is real. It is specific. It burns in you with an intensity that sometimes feels like it is the only thing keeping you going. But nobody else can see it yet. And living with a vision that exists only inside you, carrying something that has not yet materialized into anything the world can confirm, is one of the loneliest and most demanding battles a human being can fight. Here is something important about why these battles stay silent. It's not always because you're hiding them. Sometimes it's because the people around you simply do not have the capacity to hold what you are carrying. Not because they don't love you, because they have not been where you are. They have not fought this specific battle in this specific territory. And when you try to explain it, when you try to put into words the internal war that is consuming you, you watch their faces and you can see that they are trying to understand, but they cannot quite get there. And that inability to be truly understood in the middle of the battle, that is its own kind of loneliness. But here's what I need you to understand about the silence. The battle being silent does not mean it is not real. The battle being invisible does not mean it does not count. The battle being fought entirely in the interior does not make it less significant than the battles that are visible to everyone. In fact, the silent battles are often the most significant ones because they are the ones that shape character, that build the foundation of who you are becoming, that forge the specific qualities, the resilience, the faith, the depth, the compassion that the assignment on the other side of the battle is going to require. Every day you fight the silent battle. Every day you choose faith over fear, hope over despair, forward over back. You are building something invisible but real. Something that will be unmistakably evident when the battle is over and the assignment begins. But here's where it gets really important, because this next part is what most people in the silent battle never hear. The battle is silent to the people around you, but it is not silent to God. Every moment of the silent battle is seen, fully, specifically, with complete understanding of exactly what it is costing you. The morning you got up when every part of you wanted to stay down, seen. The moment you chose to pray when prayer felt pointless. The day you held your tongue when speaking would have been so satisfying. The moment you forgave when bitterness would have been so much easier. The time you kept going when quitting was the only thing that made logical sense. Seen, seen, seen. Every single one. Not noted in some distant administrative record-keeping way. Witnessed, valued, honored by the one whose opinion of you is the only opinion that ultimately matters. And here is what God sees when He looks at you in the middle of your silent battle. He does not see someone who is barely holding on. He sees someone who is holding on. He does not see someone who is struggling with faith. He sees someone who is choosing faith despite the struggle. He does not see someone who is losing the battle. He sees someone who is fighting it every single day, without an audience, without applause, without the external validation that would make the fighting easier. Just fighting, because you decided that the thing you are fighting for is worth the fight. That is not weakness. That is one of the most extraordinary things a human being can do. And God sees it, every moment of it. And He is not unmoved by what He sees. The silent battle requires specific tools, not the tools of the visible battle, the tools of the interior war. First, acknowledge the battle honestly, not to everyone, not publicly, not in a way that makes you vulnerable to people who cannot hold what you are carrying, but to yourself and to God. Stop pretending that you are fine when you are not fine. Stop performing okayness in your own interior. Acknowledge the battle honestly. Name what you are fighting, because you cannot get help for something you will not admit you need help with. And there is help available, but it requires honesty to access it. Second, find one person who can witness the battle. You do not need everyone to understand. You need one person, one safe person who has the capacity to sit with you in the middle of the fight without trying to fix it or minimize it or rush you toward the silver lining. One person who can simply say, I see what you are carrying. I am not going anywhere. You are not alone in this. That witness, that one person who sees the silent battle and stays, is one of the most powerful resources available to you. Find them and let them witness what you are going through. Third, celebrate the invisible victories. Every day you fight the silent battle and choose faith over fear. That is a victory. Every morning you get up and keep going. That is a victory. Every moment you choose to hold on when letting go would be easier. That is a victory. These victories will never be celebrated by the crowd. They are too invisible, too interior, too quiet for public recognition, so celebrate them yourself. Keep a record of them, write them down at the end of every day. Today I chose faith. Today I got up. Today I held on. Because the accumulation of invisible victories, written down, acknowledged, honored, builds a body of evidence that the battle is being won, even when it doesn't feel like it. Fourth, remember that silent battles produce the loudest testimonies. The story you are going to tell one day, the testimony of what you went through and how you came out the other side, is going to be one of the most powerful things anyone around you has ever heard. Not because the battle was dramatic, but because it was real, because it was fought in the dark, without an audience, because it cost something that nobody else knew it was costing, and because you kept fighting anyway. That testimony is being written right now, in the silent battles nobody sees, in the choices nobody witnesses, in the invisible, daily, costly decision to keep going, keep fighting. The testimony is worth it. The silent battle you are fighting right now, the one nobody sees, the one nobody fully understands, the one you have been carrying longer than you ever expected to carry it, is not invisible to everyone. God sees every moment of it, every choice, every struggle, every morning you got up anyway, every moment you chose faith when fear was louder, every single one. And He is not withholding the reward for the battle while you are still in the middle of it. He is building it, with every invisible victory, with every silent choice, with every day you fought when nobody was watching, and nobody was clapping, and nobody even knew there was a battle to be fought. You are winning, chosen one. Even when it doesn't feel like winning, you are winning. Keep fighting. The breakthrough that is coming is going to be as loud as the battle was silent. If this message spoke to the silent battle you've been fighting, don't carry it alone. Share this with one person who needs to know their struggle is seen. And if you want to continue this journey of faith and strength with us, click that subscribe button for Sacred Chosen Journey. We release new messages every week, crafted specifically for where you are. Drop a prayer in the comments if you're fighting a battle right now that nobody else can see. Let's stand together. See you in the next video.